Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. This week I'm so excited to show you this gorgeous new style from Ellen Wille. This is Diva in Mocca Rooted, and I'm very excited to show her to you. I've had my eye on this wig for quite some time. I first saw her on Instagram when she was being shown by wig influencers in Europe, and was stalking her a little bit and hoping that she would become available in the US, and now she is. So I'm very happy to introduce you to Diva if you haven't seen her already. But before we start, as always, I wanted to ask, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe down below, like and comment, and we'll get started. So as you can see, Diva is a very glamorous, long, wavy style, at least how she comes right out of the box. She has these gorgeous, bouncy barrel curls. And if you've seen some stock photos of Diva, you might have seen her straightened or crimped. These are heat-friendly synthetic fibers, and we'll talk more about that later. So Diva can absolutely be straightened, you can crimp her, or you can wear her wavy like this. And she is just absolutely gorgeous. The only thing I've done so far to style her is I changed the part line when I created my shorts video. But otherwise, this is what you would be getting if you order Diva right out of the box. So let's go ahead and look at some of the details. First, we have that lace front. Beautifully done Ellen Wille lace front, virtually invisible knots. And then here is the part line, and I have not placed any silicone tape under there yet, which I will want to do to create that more realistic scalp appearance, but then I think that will look lovely. In terms of face flopping, I actually think this one is not flopping in my face, hardly at all. Probably has to do with the wave pattern and maybe these fibers as well, but I actually think for once that I will not be steaming this one. But let's go ahead and get a good look at the style from all sides. Here she is from the right, and the back, and the left. So very luxurious, not too high density at all. We will work on styling her a little bit, but this is feeling pretty low density to me. And I'm still trying to decide how I want to treat these curls. I know that if you brush this out, instantly it will change the curl pattern and the style a little bit. So I think I will just finger comb her and try to preserve these waves for as long as I can, because over time, as you wear this kind of a wig, these waves will straighten anyway. And you'll need to apply heat to keep the fibers fresh, and that also can change the curl pattern, at least on the ends. So for now, I want to keep her as pristine and beautiful as she is right out of the box. So next, we'll go ahead and look at the cap construction. We'll go over some styling options, and there are many for a gorgeous long style like this. And then lastly, we'll take her outside and get a good look at this beautiful color in natural light. Okay, so here we have the cap construction. As you can see, Diva has a center mono part here, and you have a little bit of space to move that part to the left or to the right, but it is a dedicated center part. Now, as you come closer to the front hairline, you do absolutely have more options to move your part around in this entire area. So you absolutely could do a side part and then move it more to the center as you move towards the crown of your head. And you have here an extended lace front. This is technically an extended lace front. I measured it, and it comes to about 6 inches. So yeah, that is a nice feature to have. You see it comes partway down on the ear tabs, and that creates a natural hair growth appearance all along that lace front. So I love that. Then you have the soft ear tabs with the metal stays. You have an extended nape with a little bit of extra coverage. I love that. You have the Velcro adjusters, so you can adjust her to your circumference. And you have open wefts on the side and in the back. And yes, it is nice and stretchy. So a very nice cap construction for this style. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how I like to apply the silicone tape to the part line, to the underside of the part line to create that scalp appearance. I always like to do that. And I like to use the AWD Medical, and we'll leave a link to that in the description box down below. So let's go ahead and do that. You just remove that silicone tape from the backing and apply that to wherever you are planning to part your wig. And I have it pretty much in the center, so that's what I will do. And this easily can be removed again, and we'll see if we need a little bit of powder to create more of a scalp appearance as well. So that's what that looks like. And next, we'll go ahead and go over some styling options. So here she is back on my head. And before we go over the styling options, I did want to show you the part line now that we have that silicone tape underneath. And you can see it a little bit better, but I'm wanting to add some powder to accentuate that even a little bit more because I think that really helps add to the realism. So I have this NYX Warm Neutrals shadow palette that I like to use, and just a nice stiff painting brush. And I'm just going to apply some of that light matte eyeshadow to my brush and go ahead and try to find the part line and apply that powder. And I often do this. I really like to have a little bit of a scalp appearance on my wigs. And this powder can easily be removed. You can remove the tape underneath and just kind of pat it, and then a lot of that powder will just be gone, or of course you can wash it as well. And the nice thing about the silicone tape is it also helps this powder adhere a little bit better. In years past, when I did this and would apply the powder, I would have to reapply it almost every day because I was not using that tape underneath. So I just love that. Okay, let's see what we've got there. I'm just going to try to remove some of the excess. And I'm liking that. I think just a touch of scalp showing really helps. So there we go. All right. And the next thing I want to do, because when I style her, I'm going to be combing her anyway. So I want to go ahead and just finger comb her a little bit to see what these waves will look like combed. So here you go. This is the first time I'm doing this on this style. And I'm just going as slowly and gently as I can so that I am preserving the integrity of those curls as much as possible. And they are feeling very silky. There might be a little bit of silicone on them as well. In fact, I'm quite certain there is, and that really helps you handle these waves. And with a heat-friendly synthetic style like this, I absolutely recommend a product. I'm sure you've heard about this. This is the Simply Stylin'. This is a light silk spray, and you can absolutely apply that, not too often, I would say every few days, just to help you manage your wigs a little bit more and prevent them from being too dry. So we'll just finish combing her, and then we can go ahead and try a few styling options. All right, I'm liking that, and I think she'll be nice and manageable now for purposes of creating our updo and a ponytail. All right, let's go over some styling options. As I mentioned before, with all this gorgeous length, and you have a few layers, but mostly it's very long all over, so you can easily pull this style into an updo or a ponytail. Just so many options. It's very versatile. So first, let's go ahead and test the ear tuck. Absolutely, you can do that. If those fibers are bothering you at all throughout the day, you could do both sides or maybe one at a time. And that works very well. Then I have my headband that I like to try, and this will give me the opportunity to show you where that lace front ends on me. All right, so the lace front goes from here to here on me. I feel it right there. So that is blending pretty well, I would say. You can always pull a few fibers out or down, but I think that is an easy way just to completely keep those fibers out of your face throughout the day and that middle part is kind of growing on me. I typically part my wigs on the side, but I'm getting more familiar with wearing it with a center part, and I think it's actually kind of cute. So that's absolutely a good look. Then let's just do a quick loose low ponytail. I wouldn't want to disturb the curls more than necessary. I have my hair tie, and I'll just wrap that around twice. We're just making it very loose, just to get those fibers off your neck if you're working outside or if it's just warm or they're bothering you. So let's give that a look from all sides. Here she is from the right, and the back, and the left. You can even pull it forward. You could do a side ponytail. I think that is very cute. And then lastly, let's just do a quick claw clip French twist. And again, just loosely going to twist those fibers. And then clip that with a claw clip. And if a few fibers are dangling up there, I think that's kind of cute too. So let's look at that. All right, so as you can see, quite a few options with this one. Not only can you style it with heat, but you can absolutely wear it in a number of updos. So very, very practical, very versatile. Next, let's get a good look at this color, Mocca Rooted. I just love this kind of a color. The brunette and the auburn are colors I'm definitely drawn to. So let me read you the description from the Ellen Wille website. We basically have 4 different colors blended together to create this look. And they are, there is a lightest brown, a medium brown, a light auburn, and a light strawberry blonde blended together with a dark root. Now, if I look closely, I'm not really seeing much of a root. Maybe the tiniest bit, but compared to some other styles that I've tried recently with rooting, I am not seeing much of a defined root at all. Beautiful nonetheless. So, you know, that's just what the description happens to be, and you can see what you're getting here. But let's go ahead and look at the colors from the coloring. So first you have the 12, which is that lighter brown, and it's hard to see much of that throughout. I know it's blended in there. Then we have the 8 and the 30, and these are the colors that I think I see the most of in this blend. You have the 8 here and the 30 there. So I'm seeing a lot of that throughout. That is the primary color that I'm noticing. And then you have this strawberry blonde, and I had a hard time finding this. I was searching earlier and thought maybe I saw a little bit here. So this is in the blend, but it's really not noticeable at all. So absolutely just a stunning color. And if you aren't familiar with Ellen Wille colors, you might not know, but Ellen Wille colors vary from style to style. So the identical color can look one way on one style and completely different on another style. So you absolutely need to pay attention to colors for a specific style if that's what you're interested in, and not rely on the same color on another style for Ellen Wille. So let's go ahead and look at some of the details. Here we have the lace front, beautifully done. As I mentioned before, those knots just disappear. A wonderful part. We applied that silicone tape and the eyeshadow to that. So let's get a good look at this color from all sides. Here she is from the right and the back and the left. Just a lovely auburn, light brunette color, and I think it complements this style very nicely. So, final thoughts. Diva by Ellen Wille was absolutely worth the wait. This is just a very glamorous, gorgeous, wavy style. And of course, because these fibers are heat friendly, you can style them with heat tools. You can straighten it or do some crimping and recurl it if you want a different curl pattern. You absolutely have lots of options with this one, and I will leave some text down below letting you know exactly to what degree you can use heat tools on this style. I just love the versatility of these long layers. You can easily pull this style into an updo or a ponytail throughout the day if you just want to get those fibers off your neck. And I just love the hairline. I think it's so well done with some lighter fibers in the front there. This is a low density style, very natural looking, which is very common with Ellen Wille styles. So absolutely a gorgeous style, and I love this color, Mocca Rooted. I think it's a nice, warm, lighter brown or auburn. I think I just love it. I'm always drawn to colors like this, and I'm not seeing much of a rooting, but if there is, it's very subtle. Absolutely lovely though. So I hope, as always, that this review has been helpful and informative, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.